Welcome back to the girls' restroom. Today's episode, first of all, let's just hand clap because we are on episode 4 right now. So thank y'all for rocking with your girl. I had to take some days off from recording, so it feels good to be back recording because my allergies has been the worst. Okay, so listen, I done popped me at 2 allergy pills, 2 Tylenols, and I'm sipping on me some lavender and sleepy time tea together. Oh, baby. We're going to have to hurry up and talk about it. We're going to have to hurry up and get into some things so I'll be on here with snoring, okay? Yeah, I hooked the tea up today, baby. You know when I tell you I made this tea with love. Ooh, yes, Lord. I'm gonna feel great tomorrow. I got some appointments to do. I got makeup to do. Psh, honey, I needed this tea. Okay, so speaking of the tea today is about sex. So this is episode 4, season 1, and we are here to talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. So I know I'm a lot high off the little drugs that I just told y'all that I took. So I'm letting y'all know now. This is take 1 of recording. If I go back and listen to this and I done say some shit and overshare some shit, we will be re-recording. We will be re-recording, okay? Just throwing it out there. Okay, so as you know, I like to start the show off by being very sentimental with things. So today's topic is sex. Of course, I want all of you out there to know, in a very serious tone, sex is very, very sacred. And if you or our partner is not really feeling too well about your private areas, please go get checked. Go get checked on a regular. I don't care if you are a married couple, engaged couple, you know your man ain't doing nothing. It's always healthy to go and check on your lady parts and seek some help. Things happen. People, may, not the smartest decisions. So go to your local DHEC and get you some help. And keep your thing healthy so we can keep exploring these many talents that the things can do. All right. So yes, if you are with your partner, I do recommend sticking with that and having these uncomfortable conversations when it comes to your health, when it comes to having sex. So with that being said, child, let's get into some things. So, of course, this is the ladies' room. So, we are going to, first of all, I was actually going to do this episode with one of my closest friends here in Texas, chat. But her ass, our schedules just would not align. So, I'm going to go in dolo. I don't know if I'm going to do a part 2 yet. But I would really like to have these conversations, this as a public conversation with someone who's into different things that I am. And me and her have, like the girls, we done got into it. We always get into things like, just sex talk. And it's so fun and funny because we just goof around about different stuff we like. And you be like, ew, no, ew. And me and Miss Girl, we are crazy. So this is going to be a good episode alone. However, I think I'm still gonna do a part 2. I'm gonna force it on her though, so and on her schedule and we're gonna have to yell at her. That's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to yell at her to get her on here so we can talk about it together, so we can, really get into it and y'all see another perspective of or somebody that you might relate to. I don't know, because y'all might not relate to me, baby, because listen, I'm a freak. So I feel like sex is a big part of the relationship. I feel like it is a chemistry that you have to have with someone, just as well as a mental connection. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sex is a huge part. For me, it is anyway. And okay, so let me think. When it comes to sex, for me, I do, in order for it to be just smacking, I do have to feel like a type of connection with you. Like I have to have like some sort of connection with you in order for it to be just for me to just be saying is this is the best sex I ever had. Now, sips tea, honey. I will say I have had situations where I went in and we were just like sex buddies, and I ended up gaining feelings because of the sex. I'm laughing because I'm thinking about it now. Like, ooh, child, I was down bad about that. Child, I was down bad. He was a Taurus, and of course, y'all know me. I'm Zodiac Queen girl. Like, I'm gonna throw the Zodiacs out there. So, when I tell y'all that Taurus rocked my world, listen, I don't know. It was just something about it. Is it's like soon as he put it in, y'all, it was just like a connection for both of us from the jump. I swear to God. I swear to God. I wish I could put like a little voice change on here and have him come into the girls' room and be like, "She telling the truth, y'all." But I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know what kind of magic he was making, baby. But Lord have mercy on my soul. Mr. Taurus put it down. Ironically, I would say the sign of the worst sex I've ever had was a Scorpio. Everybody always talking about how, oh, they freaks, they this, that, and the third, and they put it down, blah, blah, blah. Y'all must be talking about the girls because the men, trash. And I had to. And also, I want to say this too before I be judged. I am 29 years old. I lost my virginity, like, when it came to dick and coochie cat at 20 years old. I lost my virginity at 20 years old to my baby father. So, over the years, 29, I done had some lovers. You know, at one point I had what I call bad coochie management, honey. I wouldn't manage the coochie properly because I didn't know my worth. Now, let me tell y'all when I found my worth. I found my worth when I had, okay, so me and my baby daddy had broke up. I found out he cheated on me. It was just a lot. It was a lot. But I was so-called done for good. It was a good bit of time. Literally, yeah, I would say I was over it by then. Like, so, and this is before the baby. So, so, went through, like, I went through, I literally went a year without having sex with nobody because I just was disgusted. And I was on this whole new wave. This is when I was losing all that weight, looking good, had moved out to my first apartment. Like, life was just life. You know how it is when you come from that breakup. Life was being so good to me, baby. Okay, God was doing his thing. So, boom. Met this guy. What is his sign? I want to say he's a Cancer. We're going to say he's a Cancer. I really believe he's a Cancer. Okay, so some of my followers on here, or some of my listeners, I should say, gonna probably know who I'm talking about. They're gonna know who I'm talking about when I say certain parts of the story. If you were close enough with me, but I'm pretty sure you will know who I'm talking about. Anyway, was a Cancer. Met this motherfucker at work. Had no business. And, you know, it was cool. So, boom. Again, I didn't know my power. Because the only person I had been with when it came to Dicky Coochie Cat was my baby daddy. And I'm saying that because I did have a lesbian lover in high school. And, you know, that really didn't count. Anyway, we'll get to that soon, too. Yeah, so it had been a whole fucking year before I started messing with somebody. So this dude hit me up. Everybody at work was like, he a hoe, blah, blah, blah. He was a fine hoe to be. Still is fine. Still a hoe. But, so I was like, okay, cool. I know what type of shit I'm on. Like I'm in my era where I'm independent, doing shit on my own, looking good, feeling good. Like I'm city girl era, really. And so started fucking with the dude. No, actually I fucked with him once. Judge all you want to. I was a like he had a girlfriend at the time, which is I kinda knew about, but did I care? I did not. Yes, I was one of them bitches, judging mammy. Um, so yeah, start messing with this motherfucker or whatever. Well, I messed with him this one time. Then boom. I remind y'all I did not know my motherfucking power. So I didn't know I had good coochie. I did not know until I fucked him this one time. So the one time I did it with him, found out I had some good coochie cat. So I wasn't texting him like that. I wasn't on his line like that. Like I wasn't really pressed. And it was good actually, and it was huge. I mean, he was hung like a horse chair. And that was my first big old chunky monkey too, honey. I ain't never had a big old dick before. That ooh, no shade in my baby daddy, y'all. Rest in peace, Lord. But I'm just being honest, like y'all gonna gag. Baby, when I tell you that motherfucker had a monster. Whoa, I ain't never had a monster before. So that was my first monster child. And that first monster taught me that I had a monster. So it was two monsters going at it. And when I tell y'all, it was good now. So I was just like, I got me some. I'm good. I'm chilling. I remember he had a girlfriend. So then, of course, I knew not to get in my feelings, blah, 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 whatever, whatever, cool. So my job had like the very next day, my job had we had to go to Carowinds for like my job like had a Carowinds day. Carowinds, if you don't know, if you not from the East Coast, it's like a Six Flags basically, but better if you ask me. It's a Six Flags, but better. Because Six Flags, you got to buy two separate tickets. Bitch, Carowinds, you buy one ticket, you got the whole water park and amusement park. It's a vibe. If you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, you should go. Anyway, job had discounted tickets, so I had took all my siblings, the girls. I took all the siblings, the girls, and we was at fucking Carowinds, and I ran into him and his bitch, and it was not awkward for me, but very awkward for him, because I remind you the night before I was getting clawed down, baby. So it was awkward. I was just like, whatever. So for me, it made me even more disgusted because it brought up trauma, like from what I had just went through. So I was just like, man, I ain't gonna do that bitch like that. So I stopped fucking with him that moment. So we at work or whatever. I done kept it on the low. Like only one of my homegirls at work know. Shout out to Bree. She was the only one that motherfucking knew. So I told Bree, and after that it was just like every day he would walk past. I was avoiding him, so every day he would walk past like where I'm working at, like looking through the aisles, looking to see where I'm at. And I would be hiding, watching him looking for me or whatever. Or he'll come out his way to come down where I'm at and be like, "What's up?" I was like, "Hey," doing my little job, putting my little stickers on my little stuff. We were at a warehouse, ironically, but months go by, y'all. At this point, okay, so another hunger had found out. So I forgot what drama had happened between you, but at this point he was fucking with me, like picking with me, fucking with me. It was getting on my nerves, and I was just like, "What the fuck does this man want? Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, you got a girl, leave me alone or whatever." He was wanting the monster, and he wanted to continue with your girl, okay? So at this point, I'm just like, ugh. So drama happened. I'm not sure what happened that caused me to like spaz out on him. But I spazzed out of him. Ended up cussing his ass out about something he did something, y'all, and it rubbed me the wrong way. But it was, of course, trying to get my attention. So, boom, at work, we had to change equipment. We used to walk, and then we started driving these things or whatever. So he got stuck with me and my little like training group. So I was just like, this motherfucker. So got around the fucking training group or whatever, and then I know what happened, y'all. He was like, literally, it was to the point where he was almost stalking me, and I was just like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, just leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to be around you. Leave me the fuck alone. So it just got like tension. So we started driving these little things or whatever. So he in my little training class. So we kicking shit, we laughing, we talking like ha ha he. And then I don't know. We just started fucking around again. But this time we started fucking around heavy. You hear me? And he was the first person to let me know, girl, you got some great, amazing punani. And y'all, that's when I learned my power. Y'all got to tell me when y'all figured out y'all had power. You got to tell me. So yeah, Mr. Cancer. Ever since then, baby, I knew I had motherfucking power. And then he was my second, like, like person that I was doing the oochie coochie with. So here I am at 22 years old. Or was I 21? I want to say I was 21. I was 21. Was I 21? I don't know. I think 22. Yes, I think I was 22. 22 years old, realizing, like, bitch, you got some good pussy cat. Ah! That's a good pussy cat. But, eventually I let the motherfucker, we left each other alone. Because it was to the point, he had a key to my apartment and some more shit. It had got real dramified. Me and the girlfriend ended up getting into it. Lord have mercy. It was a mess, y'all. It was a mess. And I realized, like, okay, yeah, you got good pussy, but you need to act like it. Like, this ain't good pussy management. If you know you got good pussy, why the fuck are you running around fucking on somebody else's man? That ain't good pussy management. So I had to realize my worth from that. Like, okay, yeah, you know you got good pussy, but also you bitch, you got good pussy. Like, wake up. Treat me better than this. Because why are you sharing me with another man? Huh? What? So then I put the pussy away, and God started back talking to me to somebody else, honey. We wasn't having sex though, cause his circumstances was just different, and when I mean by that he was in jail. His circumstances was a little different, honey. So, boom, he is a big part of this conversation though, because I had started talking to him when I was 18, and although he had just got sentenced like not too long before we had got back connected. He was in prison, not jail, but we got back connected or whatever, and he had a lot to do with pushing me towards my worth as far as like a woman, growing me up into womanhood. Like I was a little girl, just look what I was doing, little girl shit, like messing with somebody man, thinking it's cute, like like just shit that wasn't right. He pushed me into womanhood and got me into like my worth, and he was like my introduction to spirituality, because at this point I was real heavy into Christianity, and that's gonna be another topic for another day, but I'm just kind of giving y'all the steps of where I'm getting into with this whole sex thing. He really opened my eyes to a lot of things in life, including my worth. I don't know how in depth I got into it with him about my sex life at the time, but I'm pretty sure I was probably at the innocent, like I wasn't doing that, nothing. But Lord knows if he does, he'll be like, bitch. But yeah, so he got me noticing, like, girl, like, be, and I don't know if he was saying it being selfish, but I mean, either way it go, I don't, he said it and it helped me out, because I don't know if he was saying stuff like, um you know, get it, like, just teaching me literally, telling me things I should, like, look up and who I should go listen to. And it was one was Queen Afua. I think, oh, y'all know how to pronounce shit, and I told you I'm a little high off this medication, and it's gonna teach you, so bear with me. But it's a beautiful African American queen who wrote a book called The Womb Woman. Let me double check that just because I think it's called The Womb. Hold on, let me see. I am so stupid, y'all. It's called Sacred Woman, but it's about womb healing in the woman. So I got that book, started reading through it. At first, I didn't understand a damn thing they was talking about. It was so many African words I couldn't even read. You know how sometimes you could read stuff when you read it, and you read it in your head and it says exactly what it say, but when you try to open your mouth, it says you can't pronounce it for shit. Bitch, I couldn't even read the shit in my head. I was like, what the fuck am I reading? So I gave up on it. And then I went back and I started Googling, like, other people, like, trying to get some help. So a lot of people was like, it's not a book that you could just sit open and just read straight through. You have to use it as a reference book. So I started going back in it, sort of like how you do the Bible. Like, you go back in it, you do your little studies on certain things. And it helped me out a lot, okay? It helped me out a lot. And I definitely recommend going to get that book. It's called The Sacred Woman. If you at that stage in your life, if you're a younger girl on here that just got bad pussy management, you thought and bopping, like, go get that book and read on it and see and realize how sacred you are. And and it ain't nothing wrong with having a little fun, I feel like, but definitely watch how you manage that thing. But anyway, back to the sex talk. We're going to get into all that later. This man opened my eyes to a lot of different stuff. I mean, big dicks, different positions. He couldn't eat no coochie cat, though. I'm sorry. Baby, one thing about it, he know how to eat no coochie cat. And I was at that point, like I told you, I had a lesbian lover. Baby, I know some good coochie eating cats, and that motherfucker couldn't eat no coochie cat. My baby daddy though, he could eat some coochie cat. I'm sure some million girls in the world that'll agree. Anyway, the shade, chat. Sips tea. I feel like, so me and another friend was sitting talking, because I'm bringing up the whole lesbian thing again. I feel like I'm not bisexual. Well, because there's so many, like, different, because I don't see myself marrying a woman for life, having kids and living. I just don't see that. I just like women for sex sometimes. And it ain't even sometimes, it's just when they come at me. Or maybe I have like a craving and go dip in the pond or something. But in high school, I feel like I really did it because I was waiting on Damien. And for two, I was scared. Everybody was talking about, like, how horrible it was when I started having sex and how bad it hurt. And it really didn't even hurt that damn bad. Like, people so fucking dramatic. Like, bitch, I don't know. Because, like I told y'all, my first one was not a monster. Now, let me say this, because I take that back. Because baby had that second man. Came around me with that monster. Talking about taking a virginity. Bitch, I would have still been running. Bitch, I still would have been running. You hear me? You finna put that who and where? What? Oh, please. You can kiss my ass, nigga. Bye. You put that shit in me for the first time. Oh, no. But it's funny that I said it because it's probably the real reason why my ass was running. Time out at the her. Baby, that thing. That thing was hurt. Bitch, it felt like my first time. The first time I did it with him, I was like, ooh, breathe. Bitch, I had to breathe. When I tell y'all, ooh, child. So yeah, I did live that horror stuff, so I take that back, y'all. Bitch, you probably, but yeah, mine didn't hurt the first time. Now I ain't saying he had a little itty bitty, but it wasn't a monster, and it didn't hurt. It was a little painful, but it didn't hurt for real. And two, my circumstances was different. Like I was in love. I wanted to do it. It felt natural. So yeah. But in high school, I was so scared to just do it with any fucking body. And I'll never forget this stupid motherfucker. I tried to get him some and it didn't work out. So I was very hesitant. I was like, I tried to lose my virginity with him in high school, and it just did not work out. So, yes, I did have a little fling in high school that I was dating a girl or whatever. And what's funny is I was her first sex partner. And sometimes her ass still can't get over it. Still reminded me, you my first love. Shut up, girl. She's so cool. Shout out to you though. Um, yeah. So we wasn't doing nothing but like licking cats and hunching, which is so fun. Y'all should try it. A little scissoring and all that. Feel real good. If that's not what you into, I'm sorry. If I just discussed you, I am sorry. But bitch, you clicked on this episode and you knew what the fuck we was gonna be talking about. And I'm just spilling all the tea while drinking my tea, trying to heal, honey. So sips tea. Um, if y'all, I don't know. Some people is scared. I'm not scared because I'm not aggressive in the bedroom with everybody. With her, for some reason, it turned me on. She was not my first girl I had dealt with, but she was like my, my girl. So I was like, oh, I'm here first. Let me show you what I'm working with. And just capping, being a fucking typical Aries. And then, like, we know what the fuck going on. Don't know shit. And you ain't finna tell us we wrong either, because bitch, we know it all. Okay? She was a Cancer, so she was sensitive as fuck, a big ass crybaby. And yeah, sex with her was cool. It was cool. It was better later because I did end up back messing with her when I got my first apartment. I was like, fuck that man. I don't want him no more. Blah 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 blah. I started back fucking with her on the low, and yeah, I don't know what she had been through or what she had went through after me, but she had picked up some tips and tricks, baby, because it was great. But it was still like, meh, like, honey, I done had me a piece of dingaling now, so it's time to just, go to the. It's nothing I feel like it's nothing I could be faithful to when it comes to the sex life with a girl. I feel like I'm not satisfied. Like, I don't care how mind blowing it is or how good it is. I'm just not satisfied. Like, the next girlfriend I had in my adult years literally came a year after the whole monster boy, after monster counselor. So, started talking to this bitch. It was very magnetic, honey. Very magnetic. My emotions was there. I really, really, truly had feelings for her. And I think the sex with her was like, it was really good. It was really good. To the point where I was always that bitch too that knew that I didn't really see myself with a female for the rest of my life. But she ain't changed my mind, but she had me questioning some shit to the point where I let this bitch use a strap on. I know some of y'all mouth just dropped, but yes, honey. I let the bitch use a fucking strap on me. And you know what? It wasn't that bad. It actually felt like, I think it was like the material of it. It felt real good. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But at the same time, it just freaked me out of my head a little bit. Like, I think I would have felt better if we used it like a toy and she actually played with me with it. But it was just the whole process, you putting it on, all that. Like, girl, honey, we falling asleep, girl. We waiting on you. Like, I don't think I like that. But, I did it or whatever. And a lot of people be like, well, why the fuck they wear it? Because they don't have no feeling to it. But they do. So I learned, too, that on the back of it, it vibrates their clitoris as they're stroking. So you do feel, when you are wearing the strap, you do feel. And I heard someone got a little vibrator on the back while you doing it, so you both feel it at the same time. Some kinky, freaky ass shit, girl. Girls, welcome to the girls' restroom, baby, because girls are freaky. Like, fucking Freaky Friday around this bitch. Sips tea. Baby, when I tell y'all, I let that bitch strap me, that's how you know. That's how you know I liked her. Because that's just some shit. I was like, oh, hell nah. But she cheated on me, hurt my little feelings a little bit. So I started cheating on her ass back. Started cheating right the fuck back. And got into another whole era after her. So, who was I messing with then after her? Oh, I was messing with this one guy. And he was cool. He was ugly than a motherfucker. He was my first ugly motherfucker. And then, oh, y'all finna die laughing because I'm finna just tell all my little tea. Dealing with him, he was a head. He was a munch, though. So, that's really on the reason why I was like, having him around, because he was an eater. He was an eater. In terms, if you don't know what an eater is somebody who is eating the coochie cat real good, y'all. He was an eater. I know y'all got an eater someone. I don't even know. Remember his fucking sign? I don't remember. But I do know. I always wanted his homeboy. Oh, y'all gonna be like, Coco. Baby, listen, Coco got some stories. And I know a lot of people can relate. And I don't feel judged because I'm telling my own motherfucking truth, okay? Because one thing about it, I will say, in my hometown, I could come around because they know my body is good, okay? I am not known for being a little whore. I just have had my moments where I had my bad coochie management. So here I am to tell about my motherfucking stories, because I wouldn't got the experience I got today if I did not go through these experiences. So judge your mammy, because I know she got some stories. Even your grandma, baby. They ain't even had cameras back then. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Sips tea. Anyway, kept my eye on the homeboy. And let me tell y'all too why. Because when I tell y'all who the homeboy is, y'all gonna be like, oh, Lord, the young and the restless. So, boom. The homeboy, like, I would come around, because he just wouldn't keep his motherfucking mouth closed about, oh, he was fucking with me, blah, blah, blah. Just so happy, like, ew, get out my face. Come eat this cat and go home. So, literally was coming around like, hey, I remember I came around, it was like a week after my birthday. We was at this place in my hometown called Chiefs. R.I.P. to Chiefs. Chiefs not there no more, but Chiefs used to be the spot. So he was at Chiefs or whatever. Pulled up at Chiefs. Homeboy with him. I used to call the homeboy Teddy Bear, right? Because he had the warmest hugs. He had the biggest smile when he seen me. And he was tall. And he was chocolate. And he was just like, he hugged me so tight like a teddy bear. So I used to tell the friend, like, oh my God, what teddy bear? And he used to always say, I'm trying not to say teddy bear real name because he used to say shit. He used to always say, yeah, I know one thing. You been out be trying to fuck Teddy Bear. You been out be trying to fuck. I'm like, boy, I don't get down like that. Blah, blah, blah. In reality, I really wasn't thinking about it. Really wasn't thinking about it. But then I pulled up at Chiefs one day, and it was a week after my birthday. And you had been munching on this coochie cat, and you ain't gave me no birthday gift. And I told Teddy Bear, I was like, my birthday was last week. I was, he said, oh, for real? And Teddy Bear had bought me 2 shots and reached in his pocket and gave me some money for my birthday. Teddy Bear, that's how you coming? In front of this nigga? And he didn't even say. So that was like, I was like, okay. So after that, stop talking to old boy or whatever. He kept blowing my phone up, like, leave me the fuck alone, blah, blah, blah. One day, Teddy Bear hit me up on Snapchat, slid up on my stuff with the hard eyes. And I was just like, okay. Teddy Bear, you better sit down, because I got that monster. Teddy Bear, you better get on. And I know he know I got that monster because his homeboy done told him in front of me, I got that monster. So, I guess Teddy Bear wanting to play with the boogeyman. So, I'm so high. Like, this is insane. I can't believe I'm telling y'all this shit right now. This is so funny. Oh, my God. Okay, so Teddy Bear slid up, y'all, on Snapchat and got to talking and hard eyes and stuff. So I got to saying little stuff back. Then one day, y'all gonna be like, Coco, I can't believe this was your lifestyle. One day, y'all pulled up on Teddy Bear. And we chilling, like, like, it felt so good because for one, we knew we was doing something we had no business doing. We knew. And then for 2, I can't wait. I gotta call him when I finish making this, because I don't even remember how old boy ended up finding out. But anyway, it just felt so good doing this shit on the live. So if you don't heard my other episode before this, when I was like when I started singing you're my secret, and that's how we should. Yes, honey, this song is dedicated to Teddy Bear. Okay, so Teddy Bear, basically the first night I seen him, we was chilling or whatever, I gave him the boogeyman. Sure did, gave him the boogeyman. And when I tell y'all, it was like magic. And guess what? Guess who Teddy Bear is, y'all? Teddy Bear is the Taurus. He's still the head honcho till this day. You hear me? Still the head honcho to this day. I had to sip my tea. I only got a little bit of tea left, y'all, so whatever. But that he was pretty fucking good too. Now, I'm gonna put him number 1 on my list when it comes to everything. Like, he had everything. He was the eater. He had the Lord, Teddy Bear. So he's number 1 on my list because we actually started gaining feelings for each other. We did it like feelings for each other. Like, it got to the point where it was toxic. So that was my first little toxic situationship. But baby, he was the first man I had ever dressed up for, as far as like little lingerie, trying to be sick. It was so cringy thinking about it, going back on it. But baby, when I tell y'all, from the Rudy to the mother to the I gotta move on, honey, if I be making a phone call when I get off here. Hey, Teddy Bear. Anyway, so he was a Taurus, y'all. He was one of the best lovers I've ever motherfucking had. The next one was a Libra okay, so after that, before, I ain't trying to give y'all a timeline for real, but yeah, after him, chilled out for a while. Chilled out for a while. I always had these little moments where I chill out, and then I talked to a Aries, and it was very short, but it was very good. When I tell y'all, I had never in my mother life have another zodiac sign who were the same zodiac sign. It's insane. I'm sorry, y'all. You know my nose and stuff. Um, he was the first guy that ever made me squirt, and I've never been. I'm not a squirter girl. I'm a creamer girl. So when I tell y'all, that was the first time I was like, what the hell is this? Like, the videos that I done seen, because I'm not a porn person. Porn makes me feel so disgusted when I watch it. It makes me feel like uneasy, and I don't like the energy that I get from it. And yeah, like I don't know. I don't like porn. It just gives me really bad vibes. So, I can't do that. Not one bit. But I have seen on porn where they have the squirt coming out or whatever, and it just come out looking like, ugh. Have y'all seen that Sukiana video? Disgusting. It was just like, I don't know, that it looked like peeing. Like, I know that's what squirt is a little bit, but when I did it, it wasn't coming out like piss. It came out like squirt, bitch, like out of a motherfucking cheap ass water gun. Like, you know how the cheap water gun when the water going out. That's what it came out like. It didn't come out like no fucking super soak, like a fucking super soaker. Like, you crank that bitch up on the first try and it did not come out like that. It came out like a sprinkle, nice little, you know. And I'm more of a creamer girl anyway, so that was the first time I ever done that. And I was laying there like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know, honey, but my coochie cat was happy with him. But like, I don't get it with that. And he was a munch too. I tell y'all, he was a munch. It just wasn't that. It was great. It just wasn't that connection there for me to be like, oh, he was top this, top that. But the sex was really good, you know. It just wasn't it wasn't that, I don't know. Like, he easy to forget about. The only thing that's memorable is because he can eat pussy real good, and he made me squirt. So it was just like, but the stroke game was happening because shit, you don't want to make me stroke, but still, it was just like no connection spiritually, or just we had no soulful connection. So it was just like bad pussy management. Thank you for the experience, though, Mr. Aries. After him, it was a Libra. A Libra. I know y'all like, damn, y'all counting on hands. So fuck y'all. This is about bad pussy management, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. Had to. I was ready, and that's another thing too. When y'all lost your virginity, some of y'all may be different. Some of y'all may relate. Who knows? Who cares? For real. But for the girls that relate, did y'all feel like, damn, like, I just gotta feel like I gotta keep fucking and fucking and fucking and doing it and having sex and having sex? Did y'all feel like y'all had to keep having sex and that's all y'all thought about once you started? Because that's what it is for me. Like, I can't just have buddies or date somebody and I can't get none only when they want some or some shit like that, because I be wanting it. Like, when I'm in my era of me having sex, baby, I want it, and I want it now. Like, so if I can't get it from you, I'm going to get it from somebody else. So that's what it was then. I'm not really like that now. I'm grown and I'm scared, child, honey. I done got scared, honey. Honey, you got smallpox. You got so much shit out here. Skin to skin. You got herpes. You got all the things, honey. And at the time, I knew about it too, but it didn't really resonate with me at all one bit. So, But now that I'm older, child, you couldn't catch me out here flying high. having bad management, just throwing us punani around. It just come with so much more. Then I was like, ooh, let me try you. These different. They was different flavors. Like as far as from light skin to chocolate, dark chocolate. Like I was trying different types. Like what's this like? What's that like? They had different backgrounds. I had came from my little hood boy era, so I was like, not really my thing. Like so I was just hopping around. Like if you wanted it, baby, come catch it. Especially if you was spending some money on me, honey. I was ready to throw it at you. I'm just being honest, y'all. Just being honest. And I put the hoe in honest. But after that was a Libra. This was not like let me give y'all background too. Like this was not like right back to back from each other. I'm just going in like really my top performers. I'm naming my top performers. So I'm gonna definitely say Teddy Bear Taurus is number one. The unbeatable child. Woo Lord. Getting into number two, I'm gonna say this Libra. No. I'm gonna say my second girlfriend, the Aquarius, because I'm telling y'all, honey, you not. Girl, I'm telling you, she was smoking clitoris like a hookah, baby. You hear them. Y'all know how you hit it. You hit the hookah and go. I know how I go. Whoo, child, that's what I felt like. I felt like a hookah making the water bubble, child. Yes, honey. So I'm gonna say number two was. Well, I keep almost saying names, so we're gonna say zodiac signs. So she was an Aquarius. So we're gonna say number one Taurus, number two Aquarius, and Aquariuses, y'all are known for being freaks. They be sleeping on y'all. Y'all be sleeping on them Aquarius, baby. Y'all be sleeping on them Aquarius. So I'm gonna say number two is an Aquarius. Number three is Libra. He came about because what's crazy is with this dude, growing up, he was like always my homeboy. Like I always knew him as just being a cool ass dude. Like that's my homeboy. Blah blah blah. Like never. I think I did used to call him brother, but not like a close brother. Like, hey, bro. Like we never really looked at each other like that. And then one day, he just started looking extra delicious. And I was just like, hey. Every time I seen him out, I had the biggest smile on my face. Like, hey. And I would run up and just hug him. And he would be like, what's up? Like, you could tell his whole mood would just change, like, every time. And so, one day, he slid up on me. I was in Atlanta looking real cute, looking real fine. Had just got my hair done. I was with my homegirl for her birthday. And he slid up on me. He was like, I'm tired of playing. Come here. And I was like, what you mean? What you mean you tired of playing? Come here. He was like, I want you. Y'all, as soon as I touched down back in Scarborough, South Carolina, honey, I flew over there. Man, Gucci management. Flew over there. Baby, I flew over there, honey. I had that kid on wings, baby. Not on two wheels, on wings, baby. I flew over there. And did I fly over there for the right reason? When I tell y'all, he was like, it was real magical with him. It was real magical. And we ended up just sitting talking the next day. Oh, let me tell y'all, the next morning, he got up. He had rolled us a little. He had to go to work. He was like, you can stay here as long as you want to. Ooh, that's how you know you got that fire. That's how you know you got that fire when I tell you that. He was like, you can stay here as long as you want to. He had rolled up me a little blunt. He was like, huh, you can smoke this. I'm going to work. And he kissed me on my forehead and he left. After and and if you on my head hunchos, you know how to do everything. Like I've had good sex with people, and they, it was okay or whatever. But these motherfuckers, they know how to do everything. And he was the first guy ever. No, he was he? No. Okay, so of course, yeah, he was the first guy to, y'all. I ain't never had got my booty ate. This episode really explicit, y'all. So, and I'm gonna give y'all the warning. I'm gonna do another little intro and give y'all the warning. Like, this is explicit content, y'all. I ain't never had got my booty ate before. Woo! When I tell y'all, well, yes, I had, but not by God. Like Aquarius did it. Cause she was nasty like that. That's a nasty motherfucker. So when I found out she was cheating on me, I was ready to fight, but I was scared of her. But she was nasty. But him, I was like, oh my God, a man ain't never did that before. Went down there and back there like that. Brings me to the next guy. Actually, so had another Libra. Libra's a nasty man, boy. He was real good. But he liked anal. And that made me feel like it stripped me from my womanhood. Like, okay, so he was the first guy and the only guy I've ever tried it with. It was anal sex. And I don't like it. It just feel like when they pulling it out, it feel like you boo-booing. And I don't like that feeling, like wet dick coming out my ass. I don't like no wet dick coming out my asshole. Feel like a big turd. And I just didn't. It's just not a feeling I like. I was like, oh, what is happening? Oh, no. And I felt like I had to like hold it in before I painted the stick, honey. And I ain't see it coming. We had talked about it, but I ain't see it coming. And so when we talked about it, bad coochie management, honey. Bad butthole management at this point. So he was like, yeah, my last girlfriend, she was real freaky. She did this, she did that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, And I liked him. He was cool. He had a lot of money, too. You know how I like him. So I was like, okay, whatever, but I'm not your last girlfriend. I ain't, He's like, it's cool. I'm just letting you know, like, I like to get down. I was like, okay. So he was like, breathe. What's that song by Kevin Gates? Breathe through your nose. Get me, cause honey. And he didn't have like a monster either. So I was okay with this being my first time. But baby, I was like, oh, I don't know. I ain't like it. Yo, I don't like that. It's to the point. My one of my old homegirls, honey, I had told her what happened. I just felt violated. Like I felt like, cause I was like, stop. But he didn't want to stop. And then every after, I have the receipts to prove this, cause y'all be like, ain't no way this bitch went through all this. But I got the receipts to prove it. He was like, he be saying little shit that's just crazy, like that good booty hole. Like, nigga. It's motherfuckers out there that really like booty holes. Like, he was like, oh, you got that good coochie and that good booty. What the fuck are you talking about? That's disgusting. So, I mean, shout out to my girls. Shout out to my anal girls. Shout out to my T girls. And shout out to my gays. But for me, I'm going to leave that to y'all, baby. Because I don't like no booty hole being tampered with back there. I don't know. I just feel like I got some good ass coochie cat. So what make you want to go back there and play around? If you ain't licking or sticking, I can do a little thumb. Like I can do some butthole action, but when it comes to dick and booty, I don't like dick and booty. I don't like no dick and booty, baby. Y'all can have a dick and booty. She ain't for me. So it just, I tried it. It was I. It was I. But I'm not gonna disclose who this person is because I feel like it will. I don't know, y'all, but anyway, when it comes to let's talk about anal real quick because I have tried. Oh, now I got quiet because is that for to come out my mouth? I have, um, played with some booty before myself. I have. And I'm just not a booty girl. Like, I can get freaking, I can get down. And honestly, I did this with, it just happened naturally. Um, no, I lied, y'all, because, okay, so, Teddy Bear, when I had sex with Teddy Bear, he did go down to the butt, but it wasn't good like how Libra did it. Libra like I don't know. I actually felt something when he did it. I'm not even a smart bird no more, y'all. So it came out wrong. When he did it, it just felt different. Like it just I don't know. I actually got a feeling out of it. When freaking Taurus did it, I didn't get a feeling out of it. It was cute. It was like, yeah, okay, cool. Let's do some other stuff. Like it was just, everything else was perfect with him. So that's why he number one. Shout out to you again, Teddy Bear. But Teddy Bear, y'all, I did go down below the gooch, and he enjoyed it. And it wasn't like he enjoyed it to the point like he was asking me to do it. It's just like I just did it. I don't know what the fuck had got into me. So I'm saying it to say this, like, never say never, because when you really into somebody, like physically, mentally, sexually attracted to them, you be ready to just swallow them up, baby. And when I tell y'all, freaky T could always get swallowed up. You hear me? Until I find me a man that I feel that way about, sexually, mentally, physically, all of the above. Again, baby. Well, you know what? I will say this. We tried to like rekindle it after my heart had got broken by his ass, and it wasn't the same. But it's been so many years. Like, I don't know. It possibly could be if, I don't know. What? When I tell y'all, when you find somebody that you really, really just like, you love, you adore, you would do anything, and you just, yeah, you would probably go that low too. And I know people, bitches, probably like, okay, bitch, you just taking it too hard. That ain't my motherfucking thing. Well, guess what, girl? If you ain't eating that man ass, somebody else is. I'm just saying. If I love you enough to marry you, I'm gonna love you enough to eat. Nah, I ain't gonna say eat your booty hole, like, that's just because that's just going too far for me personally. But a little blow. You blow in a little bit. And it ain't like you take your whole tongue, you just go in there, you just, like, eating niggas' ass. Like, I was just, like, tickling it. You know what I'm saying? Like a little tickle. Like, just a little, like, I know y'all. Oh, you a real one if you go through this whole episode and you just like, bitch, you is crazy. But no, I'm serious. You gotta just, sometimes have fun. Like, stop thinking about what society thinks and try shit. Shit, you only got one life. Well, you might have many lives, but in this lifetime, girl, go take that little booty hole and get it all over with, girl. Go love on your man, honey. Because I promise you, somebody gonna try and somebody gonna do it. Now, if you hear and you listening to this episode, Some you in the right fucking place. You hearing the right thing at the right time, and I'm letting you know. Like one, even my little boo, he thawed out. I asked him, I was like, "Have you ever had somebody try?" He was like, "Yeah, you know, I tried it, well, girl, but I ain't like it. I don't know something about a wet asshole I don't like." I was just like, "Okay, cool. You just got to try stuff." You got to try, honey. Now, I'm not promoting going licking niggas' ass. My name is not Sakiana. And just licking random assholes. Like, you can't do that. Like, they got to have good body odor management. Just don't be running around here licking and sucking on everybody. Now, you can't be doing that. But him, oh my God, baby. I I was so in love. We was just like it was just happened naturally. Like you just oh, I was just like just loving on him. Like baby, I probably would have sucked his toes. Literally, like just when you love somebody, that's how you know you love somebody, and you're very attracted to them because you just eat them up. Oh, please don't be listening to this while I drive the car, baby. You die, you liable to wreck, baby. You is a liable to wreck, okay? Um, but yes, honey, that's like Libra. Libra was number 3, and I don't think they're my top ones. But that one that had that motherfucking who like that booty hole stuff. I don't like that booty hole stuff. Don't come in here threat like, just baby. When I tell you I was so scarred, I had told my a homegirl about it, and I was sitting there. I literally, I felt like it took a part of my womanhood. I really felt like less of a woman because he enjoyed, because I had sex with him again afterwards, and he was like wanting to do it, and I was like, I don't really want to do it, but I let him anyway or whatever. But it was like he was enjoying that more, and that bothered me. It bothered me so bad, and then it feel like L. Like the next day afterwards, you just feel like it just feel loose. It feel real loose and airy. Like, I don't like that booty hole stuff. Not no booty hole sex, baby. Y'all can have that booty hole sex. Booty hole sex. It just felt real. I ain't feel right sitting down. Honey, I look like me meal in that pool, baby. Hell no. Y'all can have the booty hole sex. But nowadays, I feel like I got to have some type of like magical connection with you to really enjoy. Like I don't be going around doing all the little oochie coochie stuff, fast girl stuff I was doing with the boys and the girls these days. Like I feel like I'm in my, I don't know. I'm only 29 because I did hear that you have the best sex ever in your 40s as a woman, but now I'm in a different era right now, so I'm not really having sex these days. No, I'm not having sex these days actually, and it's just yeah, I'm not really having sex these days, and I don't know. I don't really have like a crazy sex story from which I've heard. Well, I did. Once upon a time, I did have a sugar daddy, and I did get him some sugar. And when I tell y'all, it didn't take much though. It's the easiest fucking money I ever made. When I tell you, as soon as I laid my hands on that thing, he was whoa. He wasn't too older than me either. I'm not gonna say his age either, but he was definitely in his mid 40s. Well, I mean, I did say his age, whatever. He was in his mid 40s. So, yeah, that thing was, it was just real easy to get, get him off. Fucking weirdo. He was so sweet, though. Shout out to, he and Aries. Shout out to you, mister. Um, That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, y'all. Honey, y'all ain't gonna believe this story. I gotta come on. This is the story for Station Head because I'm gonna need for people to actually talk back to me on, and we're gonna die laughing about that. So, remind me in these comments that we got to, like, Coco, you got to tell the Sugar Daddy story. I got to tell the Sugar Daddy story. I'm gonna tell it. I might even do a little story time on TikTok and do my makeup or something. I don't know. But yeah, he was. It was just like, and before, and yes, I had a sugar daddy, and yes, you can call me whatever you want. You can judge me however you want. But listen, I don't give a damn. I tell my own stories because one thing about this coochie cat, even though I did make poor decisions that I do not regret because I have gained so much knowledge from all those experiences. I don't feel bad because I know what I want. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. And it's that booty hole stuff. I'll never get over that. So if I ever came to marry a man or any sort, and he like, we not doing that booty hole stuff. We not doing it. I've had period sex, which is pretty disgusting. Yeah, it wasn't disgusting. I ain't even gonna lie. It just sound nasty, but it wasn't disgusting at all for me. Like, but I'll never do that again because that caused a very, very toxic relationship, and it was with the Aquarius, so it was just real toxic, and it was no good. Like, why is we? But I'm telling y'all, she was the freakiest out of all of them. She didn't give a fin, baby. It was like when I told her I was on my period, it was just like it turned her on even more. Like, oh, you're so nasty. Let's do some. I know y'all like, oh, I gotta turn this. Some people might turn it off. Some people be like, bitch, I know you fucking lie, but I'm not. Sex is a beautiful thing. It's very sacred. So you should really, 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 really love on yourself and be careful of who you let into your space. Everybody that I kind of named was in my life for a certain reason to show me certain things, and all had different walks of life. And I'm very appreciative of the good sex, the bad sex, the good friendships, and the relationships. I'm so happy for that all. And I'm grateful for those experiences. It was very beautiful. Shout out to if you are a Taurus, if you are a Aquarius, if you are a Libra, even the Aries, because I'm an Aries woman. And I want to know what your Aries woman is like. Because I know my stories with all of them. Like, I am definitely top five. I'm gonna say top five because it's some other bitches out there that do some shit that I can't do, honey. I am a plus size woman. One thing I ain't do is spinning around on no dick. And I didn't learn how to be a good dick rider until later on with Taurus. Because the second person I ever had sex with, which was Mr. Cancer, Mr. Monster, he to this day has had the biggest motherfucking dick I ever came across. Um, he used to like riders, and I used to be like, oh no, I ain't doing it. But I didn't. It's because I was scared. Like, I was scared at the time. He understood why I was scared. Because, I mean, you the second person I'm ever doing when you want me to get up here and Megan Thee Stallion your ass. Hell no, I don't know what to do. And this hurt, bitch. Like, but if he catch me on the, if he, you know, caught me now. Oh, baby. Rodeo. But anyway, I don't even know what the fuck I'm here. I don't even know what got me here to talk about this. What was I saying, y'all? What the fuck? Okay, anyway, but yeah, I do like to ride. Like, that's one of my favorite positions because you do automatically know, like, you finna get yours. If you ride, oh, bitch, you know you finna get yours. Like, oh, it feels so good. But yeah, it taught me. I'm so grateful for um my my mini men Many, 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 many men. But again, I think that's why I was there. Shout out to the Taurus. Shout out to you Aquarius that's got that motherfucking good that doing what the mother y'all need to do. Shout out to Libras and shout out to motherfucking Aries. Cause Aries, if you're an Aries, I know you got some good coochie cat. I know you got a boogeyman. So guess what? Flaunt it. Represent for your girls. Ladies, have some good pussy management. Don't be out there catching no fucking BV, DDD, HIV, Woody Woody B. Don't be catching none of that stuff out there with that bad pussy management. See, I had some good pussy management and was grateful. And God is good. You know what I'm saying? God is good. God is good all the time. All the time. God is good. So be careful with your sacred love bunny. She has a mind of her own. She is important. She is is what holds all of our trauma. So don't put her through no bullshit ass trauma. Take care of her because she gonna get you some places and she gonna take care of you because guess what? Pussy is power. And my allergy medicine is kicking the fuck in, so it's my tea, and that was the tea for the day. So thank y'all. I love you for joining the girls' rest room. You are beautiful. You are enough. You will always be enough. You are a star. You are blessed. You deserve happiness, and pussy is fucking power. I love y'all. Good night.